Hi there, this is my submission for the You're Hired project. First question, tell me about yourself. Well, my name is Cameron Pilkington. I'm 25 years old, and have been born and raised in Port Orchard, Washington. I have a dog, chocolate lab named Griff. He's a crazy 1-year-old puppy. And then I also live with my brother and my mom and dad still. Tell me about your past work experience. I'm currently a member specialist at a local credit union. I've held a previous job in the similar role at another financial institution. Before that, I was working in food service. I was able to become a shift manager, and I've gotten a ton of management experience doing that. Next question is to describe a time when you worked well on a team. Well, the situation was when I was volunteering for a local political campaign. We were tasked with, in groups of 3, neighborhoods were divided among each other, and we were to go door to door and hand out literature and that sort of stuff. My team, we really decided to divide and conquer the streets, and we really went at it with a really quick and hard mindset, and the results were that we were able to finish with more time. So we were able to actually take on another neighborhood and do a little bit extra that day. The next question is to tell me about a time when you had too many things to do and had to prioritize your tasks. Well, I guess in my current role, I had a day where there was just lots of follow-up on loans, lots of loan work to do, and it was almost, it got to the point where it was really stressful. There were many loans in our queue. We can receive loans online, as well as people walking in doing applications. They needed just follow up, and some of them are ready to be signed and funded. And when you have members waiting in the lobby, it can be a stressful time. Well, what I did was I made a list in the beginning of the day. I organized my day out with what I needed to do, and I prioritized the tasks, in terms of how high they needed to be done, how quickly, time sensitive, that sort of stuff. And then just as the day went on, I was able to fund 4 of 7 loans that were ready to be funded, and just continued to work on getting all the rest of them funded throughout the week. And I can just remember that was a really stressful day, but I looked back on it now, and looking that being able to prioritize my tasks really helped me with that situation. The next question is, tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty. How did you handle that situation? Well, there was an elderly member that we had. She just had her husband pass away. And in these kinds of circumstances, finances can be very stressful to figure out. And she was trying to get her checkbook squared away and balanced. Her husband was the one who really took care of all the finances in the household. And so it was kind of up to me to be able to, run her through everything slowly, with dignity, with respect for her situation. I went step by step with her to learn how to balance a checkbook. I told her what she had coming in, what she had going out, how the easiest ways that she could do this moving forward. And she really told me that she was grateful, and that she really felt like I made it made me feel like I made a difference in her life. And the results were really that, she continues to come back, and she sees my face, she knows who I am, I know who she is, and it really feels great to be able to have those moments where I just took a little bit of extra time, went a little bit over what it was, expected of me as in my role, but it really made a difference in someone's life. Tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure. Well, in my last job at my other financial institution that I had, there was a guy who was trying to cash stolen checks. We had a member who had gotten their house broken into, and whoever broke into their house, the guy sitting in front of me in this instance decided to write a bunch of checks off as they were payroll. Well, I got into the account that the check was written off of, noticed that there was some flags on the account, and I was supposed to stall him. I was alerting our fraud services department as long enough that was necessary for the police to be called. I acted as normal as I could. It was a rather stressful situation, and I continued my normal procedures. I was able to stall him for about 15 minutes before he started getting suspicious about why it was taking a long time. But by then, there was enough time that had gone by and the police had been alerted fast enough that they were able to come right in before he vanished. So, was kind of an effective situation for me, as much pressure that I had on me during that time. I still can look back and say I, was able to catch the person who they broke into that house. And the next question is to give me an example of a time when you showed initiative. Well, at my credit union here, we have a room where we store all of our holiday season decor, our theme decor, all that sort of stuff. It can get it's a small room, but it can get kind of out of control. And I decided to tidy and organize it one day. I asked my manager, hey, it's not been that busy with transaction volume today. Do you mind if I go? I'm going to go and do that and clean that closet out. And then she was like, okay, great. Well, I labeled all the shelves with our label maker. I consolidated things into boxes, got rid of about 5 boxes. It seemed like there was, a fair amount of organization that needed to be done in that room, and it was really rewarding for me to be able to. Every time we go in there and for each holiday, I can see, oh, yep, this is where that is. That's where that is, and it's a helpful way for us to, just be able to rely on each other and know that all of the little things still have to be kept up around here. So, well, is there anything else that you would like us to know about you? Is the last question here. I just, first and foremost, I'm a customer service oriented individual. I work hard, and I love to help wherever I can. Going above and beyond is not new to me. I look for places to do that, and yeah, that's my submission. Thank you.